Okay, the geniuses will see us now.
I'm a pro.
He's very unprofessional.
Very unprofessional.
These are our newly arrived surgeons, Doctors Trowbridge and Greenbaum.
Doctor?
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 We're not doctors.
Are you sure they can handle this?
Oh, we can handle it. We're professionals.
You'll forgive us if we're not instilled with confidence.
Potentially unprofessional pieces of content.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unprofessional, the podcast with two MDs. You got your MD, right?
Yeah.
Did you get your diploma yet?
Yeah, bro, I've been flexing that MD like every
For real?
time.
Oh, I haven't done shit with it.
Bro, like my email signature.
Bro, the only thing I've updated for my MD is my Tinder. This is Dr. Gabriel. He's joining me. I'm Dr. Trevor, of course. And welcome to Unprofessional. We're two physicians who talk about the most important things to you, which is, go ahead, Gabriel. What are they?
Sex, drugs.
Sex, drugs, and alcohol. There it is. What's new, man?
Nothing much, dude. I took my first MBME. I was pleasantly surprised.
That's a practice test for all of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was only 220, but to me, that was huge. Because it's like whatever I've been doing for the past 6 weeks, it's freaking working. And
what's passing?
It's 209. Oh, actually. So right now it's 209, but after July 1st, they actually increased the threshold to 214.
Okay.
Yeah. I talked to my tutor about that. I was like, yo, like, should I be trying to take this like sooner? And she was like, honestly, Gabe, we're prepping you for like more than a 214. So like, don't even think about that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
don't even think about it. You just got to do as best you can.
Exactly.
That threshold shouldn't matter. It should just be like, I'm going to get as best possible score as I can.
Exactly.
Before I have to take the test.
Yeah, man. So my tutor's been beating me up, and we're Gucci. I picked up a hobby. Oh, yo, I didn't tell you this.
What?
You remember like back when we lived together that you bought a plant or something?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Our one house plant.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this motherfucker just he did not just buy a plant.
The fuck? You love the plant. Everyone loved the plant.
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that was like my first impression. Then I was the one like watering the plant. Bro, I have like 20 plants in my house right now.
What have I done? What have I done to the housebroken Gabriel?
Yeah, and like every time I'm stressed out, I just buy another plant.
Oh God. Does it help? Why do you do that?
Well, the plants that I have, they're orchids. So it's just gratifying. Like you wait and you water them, and like then they bloom.
That's adorable.
Yeah. So then I go outside. I have like a few of them outside, and then I have like a mini ICU here inside my room. I'll send you photos. But my neighbor, she like walked in on me. She was like, "Oh, I see you. Like, so like you take care of plants?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And then
sounds like the start of a porno.
Yeah, I tap it. I tap that.
Oh my God. Okay, so she walks in on you. What'd you say?
She gave me 5 of her plants because she's like a snowbird and she was due to return to New York. So she just left me all her plants, all 5 of them, and they're thriving. She was, yeah. So
Was she killing her plants? Was she taking care of them?
No, dude. She had like I had to repot them. She wasn't using the right fertilizer.
Dude, you find every reason to not study. I swear to God. You find you're doing it to yourself. Why are you doing it, man?
I don't know, man. Stressful. I mean, I still get my reps in.
Are you though?
Yeah, 100%. I know my face doesn't seem convincing, but
Your face doesn't seem convincing, and you literally told me earlier that you weren't hitting your reps.
well, I'll tell you what, I'm seeing results. So
Okay, well, hit your reps, bro. Stop taking care of fucking plants all day.
yeah.
Last time you told me what were you doing? Some type of dancing, salsa dancing or some shit?
Oh yeah, I'm also doing that, but I'm like,
Oh my god, dude.
took off. It's only once a week, dude. It's only for an hour.
I just remember you telling me that, and I'm like, I wonder how he's gonna do on his test. Like, I hope he does well. And then you told me, and I'm like, oh yeah, you didn't do well on your test. Huh.
Yeah. I'm chilling, bro. I will say, the night before I took that practice test, I couldn't sleep at all. Like, I was popping, what do you call that?
Xanax,
No, I don't.
heroin.
Diphenhydramine.
Oh, okay. So an antihistamine
Yeah,
to just to sleep better. Why were you all nervous?
yeah, man. And I still like I popped 2 of the 25s, and I still like
Why were you nervous?
woke up at
Practice
5.
test.
I don't know, man. It's like a lot at stake. I didn't want to be disappointed.
There's 0% at stake in a practice test.
Well, if I didn't pass it, or if it was like very like underperforming, then
Yeah. What would you do?
to me it would have been like, okay, so even like if a tutor helps me, like I'm helpless. Like,
Then here's the thing. I don't get why there's any anxiety with the practice test, because you either A, do well, great, or B, you don't do well. Okay, then one of two things happened. One, you either gave it everything you had, and that's awesome. Like, nothing can be taken from you. You gave it everything you had. All you can do is keep giving everything you have the rest of the time, and then hopefully you pass. And then if there's the other thing that happened, which was you didn't give it everything you had, well, now give it everything you have. There's like, it's so simple.
I don't know. I just didn't want to be disappointed because, it's been a rough journey, and I guess I was expecting to see results, and I was afraid. I had that expectation, and I was afraid that it wasn't gonna get fulfilled. So I was just like, oh, what if? But it was okay. It was a good practice. So like that same day, I bought 2 more plants, and
What the fuck, dude?
yeah,
All right, well, I'm glad the plants are making you feel better.
yeah.
So you did good on the practice test?
Yeah, man. I mean, could have done better, but then I talked to a few of my buddies, and they were like, Gabe, like, even when I was like hardcore taking those NBMEs, like the highest I got was like a 215. Like, you're
Oh,
chilling.
really? And these people did really well?
They did average. I mean,
Okay.
they didn't do like Dr. Trevor well, but they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Do you even know what I got? Did I tell you?
Yeah, you told me like a
Oh,
215.
okay. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, bro. One of my friends, he matched into surgery with a 230.
What? No way.
Oh, bro.
No way.
Dude, the freaking hospital that we
What?
not there.
Oh, okay.
He's here with me. I actually have to help him on Saturday. I'm taking the day off. But whatchamacallit? Completely unrelated to his score. Our hospital, they had an opening for a categorical surgery position. Did you?
No, I didn't see it.
I mean, it's probably gone by now, but
What would I even be able to? Would I want that?
I mean, do you? Do you want to be a surgeon?
No.
Okay, then don't worry about it. But I
Okay.
was just bewildered that. Well, I guess maybe not. But it just goes on to tell you, and
Yeah, not that hospital, but that is crazy that a 230 can get into surgery. Is that what your buddy got into? He got into surgery with a 230?
categorical, yeah.
Fuck.
Not here.
At the old hospital or a different one?
No. One hospital
Oh.
here in Florida.
Oh, okay.
But what really helped him was that he did his surgery sub-I down here. and it was an out-of-network hospital, so he had to
Oh
go
yeah.
to work. But bro, like that guy, like I must imagine, like he probably sucked so much dick to get that
He
interview.
probably his mouth was probably pretty sore after. I'm not.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he's a fucking prostitute. Like,
It was a little raw, but it's probably worth it, Short term, what do they say in the military or something? It's like no pain, no gain, or short term pain, long term benefits or something. It's the
yeah,
same with
man.
sucking cock.
Sometimes you just have to like open up those butt cheeks and like just take it raw. Like
Sometimes you just gotta open up as wide as you can. We all gotta eat shit at some point. May as well do it now.
And but yeah, he's pretty excited.
That's crazy. So did he do the rotation at that hospital, or did he just do it at a hospital in Florida?
No, he did it at that hospital.
Oh yeah, that's key. That's key.
Yeah, and bro, this guy literally stepped on some shit. Like, there's a Hispanic saying that if you step on like some sort of like shit, or like if like some bird poops on you, like
Yeah, dude, why is that a thing in every culture except whatever I am? Like, I swear to God, like this Armenian dude's like, oh yep, bird shit on me today. Good luck. It's gonna be a good day. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. I know you guys have some shit with that. Everyone does. Swear.
Bro, not only was his interview like not only did he get in, but like when he did do his sub-I, this was like late January. So like he got the last interview for that hospital for that cycle. Like they just straight up hooked him up like no other, and he made a good impression. And
yeah, I'm sure he's like got some shit going for him. Like he's probably what, like a lesbian Mexican or something, and he's also like
he's Chinese. He's like,
oh wow,
and he's a fucking asshole too.
Oh really?
Yeah, but he's a good friend, but he's a fucking douche.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like to be a surgeon, I've never met a surgeon that was nice.
I met one, and if you know him, then you have two. But
was he an intern?
No, like he was applying for it.
Okay. Oh, I know what you're saying. Big guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying.
So now you have.
Yeah.
Liar.
Well, he's the exception. Everyone else is douche.
There's a lot of douches. Also, the old hospital had at least two very cool not interns, but PGY whatevers.
Can we like talk about, I know you probably like ripped that entire surgery apart. Like, I mean, like that rotation back when you started with what's his face. But bro, like I saw so many assaults in that, like so many. Give
examples.
The one that I recall most vividly. So this was actually was it? No. Okay, so this lady, she comes for the dysmenorrhea. So she was having sex with her partner and then it hurts. So I don't know how they decided to do an exploratory lap. That was, I guess.
Damn. Okay, there's probably more going on.
Okay, so I don't know, they thought, I don't know what they thought, because they didn't even have a CT. Like, how are you gonna get there? I mean, I guess that's why it's exploratory. But they didn't find anything, but they did see the appendix there. And then the surgeon, he goes, oh, you know what? We're right here. Like,
no, he didn't. That's so illegal.
Bro, not only did he say it, he made me do it.
You did an appendectomy?
I did a fucking appendectomy.
No way.
He was like, oh, let's have the medical student do it. And I was like, bro,
that's the dopest shit ever, though.
So then, yeah, it was. Like, bro, I was happy, but I didn't feel happy for her. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna justify somewhere in the note that they did it for X, Y, and Z, but like at the table at the moment, that was not needed at all. Like they just saw it and they were like, you know what? This
I
probably
mean,
not-
that's so illegal. I mean, if it wasn't agreed upon beforehand that they're going to do an appendectomy, then they
unless it was
can't
an
do it.
emergency, but like there was nothing
Yeah,
emergent
it
about
wasn't. Yeah, damn,
So
that's
it was
crazy.
cool, man, because I took like the little gun thingy and then you just like and then do some staples and stuff. And I was, oh shoot, like I did.
That's kind of badass. You're able to do that though.
Yeah. Actually, I actually remember I told the surgery dude that we just talked about, the big guy. He was so pissed.
Yeah, I bet.
He was so pissed that he wasn't there.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is the guy that scrubs in like after hours and like takes the shifts, the weekend shifts that you don't want because he just wants, he
That's
was
crazy. I can't imagine being like that. That's wild, dude. Like I
Yeah.
want to learn, but you want me to learn past hours? That's insane. You're a crazy person.
I mean, he did it voluntarily.
That's what I'm saying. That makes it crazy. That makes you a crazy person. Why,
Yeah.
dude? We already spent a ridiculous amount of time doing this shit. It's insane.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's good for all the surgeons.
Yeah,
And-
good for them.
Good for the ones I got in with a 230.
Yeah. Thank God I got a high score for my fucking step, dude. Otherwise, emergency medicine would be a no-no. It's getting pretty goddamn competitive.
I mean, it is and it isn't though, because
It
you
isn't?
saw spots that went unfilled after the match.
Yeah, but that doesn't indicate that there's not enough people applying. Doesn't that indicate something else?
So what does that mean? Everyone sucked?
No, it means people applied and then changed their mind or did something else. You know what I mean? Like, let's say whatever, all these people apply for surgery, then they also apply for emergency medicine as their backup, and then they get their surgery position after like whatever. Then it's like, oh, nope. That's
Okay,
not,
I see that argument, but at the end of the day, all these spots went unfilled. That means that I don't know. To me, I don't know how the algorithm works. Nobody knows. That's like one of the best kept secrets or whatever. But at the end of the day, they were like 200 and something spots that went unfilled. And
so
they were-
does that mean the only explanation is that people didn't apply to those programs?
like you said, they didn't like them. They ended up opting in for, which I know people that did that. I know people that they dual applied surgery and EM, and then they got surgery. So, but it's like, okay, so their spot is forfeited. So not their spot, their application is forfeited, but like the algorithm still is
Counts
supposed
that
to
as a match?
count those spots. Like, okay, person A didn't get it, so we'll give them to person B or C or D until the end of the list expires. And
Yeah, I guess we don't either of us know enough information about it because
no, bro, we're just talking out of our ass. But
yeah.
it did surprise me though that there were the number of spots open. And I mean, I can say the same thing for psych. Like the year before, there were only 6 spots unfilled, 6 or 4. And the reason was because there were new hospitals and they didn't meet like the ERA's deadline on time to like list out their seats. So maybe that happened to EM too. Maybe like new programs popped out and they didn't have time to like post it for the ERA's deadline. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I don't think it's due to lack of competitiveness. Because I mean, I don't totally know, but I think the average step score for step 2 anyway is like for EM is pretty fucking high.
Especially for EM. Bro, the guy, you met one of the house officers in our hospital.
Yeah, I probably know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bro, he was there for like 3 years and he finally got a spot.
Yeah, but that's more indicative of him than it was. Yeah, I guess. Oh, are you saying, oh, he got a spot even though it's taken him so long?
I'm just saying, like, if it took him 3 years, it's because it was goddamn competitive.
Yeah, yeah.
They
So
didn't-
did he get in at the old hospital or did he get in at a different place?
I think he got in at the same hospital.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so he got hooked up. I mean, I'm sure he was like, yo, I've been here for 3 years. I can do this all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was happy for him. I don't know him, but
Isn't
when I-
psych getting more competitive?
yeah, man,
That
It's,
sucks for you.
it sucks to suck. You know what they call psych now?
What?
Psych is the new derm.
Psych is the new derm. That's pretty extreme, man. Derm is literally the highest, and psych was literally the lowest not too long ago.
Psych is the new derm. It's getting there.
Yeah, okay, it's getting there. Also, St. George's University is the Harvard of the Caribbean, so like it only means so much.
No, bro, but it's just like the quality of life. You can do a lot of telepsych now. You can literally be in another country and have patients in California.
Get in while it's hot, then, man.
Yeah, man, we'll see.
Gotta work hard for that shit.
So we'll see.
It's all about that lifestyle. That's why I don't know why EM has any competitiveness at all. It's the fucking like worst lifestyle.
Well, some people make it work, man.
Yeah, but making it work and having it just a good lifestyle period are two different things. I guess it's probably the same reason I wanted, just because they want to see some like dope shit.
Yeah. I mean, I just see you like on top of somebody doing chest compression. Like that's my impression of you whenever I see you. So I'm like, this is a guy for the job. Like I know he'll do it.
I see you on top of somebody doing chest compressions, Dr. Gabriel. Just kidding. Maybe resuscitating plants or something, but
I'll be on top of my plans for sure.
yeah. Come on, Raphael. We need you.
Let's do it. Let me ask you something. Now that we're talking about residency in general, do you see yourself in a specific place doing your, like, does it matter where you do your residency?
No, as long as it's in a city, because I just don't want to do EM in bumfuck nowhere. Like, it's not going to be helpful to me, and I'll kill myself. I just want, honestly, if I'm being dead honest with you, since I'm anonymous, I really want two things out of residency. One, well, I guess three. One, to train at a place that's really going to train me. Like, so pretty much need to be in a city, and hopefully it's higher quality. Two, have like dope residents around me, and maybe some good faculty too. And then three, there's got to be like girls in some vicinity of where I'm at. Like if I'm in bumfuck nowhere, obviously that's not going to work. So pretty much what I'm saying is, as long as I'm in a city and that program doesn't suck balls, like I'm in.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Your score has such a big dick energy that I know you'll be able to choose where you want to go. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. I'm asking you because I also asked a whole bunch of people that same question, and their priorities, dude, they're completely different.
Really? I want to hear other people's priorities.
Bro, so
What the fuck?
one of my closest friends, you know him. I call him Blake because that sounds like his real name. You know, he's the California guy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he ended up somewhere in the Midwest. It was a university program, but he purposely went there because that's one of the places where the housing was relatively affordable. So his plan is, you know what? I'm going to start residency, but I'm also going to get a mortgage because I want to get going on my house.
Oh yeah, bro.
So yeah, that was one of those things. And then one of our friends that did residency with us, like, it was like the same thing. You know, I want to bring my girl down. I want to get a house. I want to be close to home. But you know, they've also been dating their fiance for like 10 years.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be those two extremes though, right? Like some people who want to be in the dead of the city doing work, or you know, people who are like trying to like raise their family and shit.
Yeah,
It's pretty much the two.
To be quite frank with you, I'm one of those that feels I don't have to go to like a university program for psych. I will be humbled if I get into a program, period, because I feel like at that point, like all these ACGME programs, they're certified to teach you like certain benchmarks, and that's all you need to like get through.
You're like, I'll be the lowest of the low as long as I'm a doctor. I don't give a shit. It's pretty much what I'm getting right now. You're like, as long as the bitch could like cook a little and do dishes, like I'm in. Like she could be bigger than me.
If I could choose, I would definitely go back to New York, just because there's more to do out there. But I also like driving my car, so I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't really give a shit, man.
I don't. Take me.
Yeah, and then I guess there's like the third group of people who just kind of want to be by their home and stuff. But other than that, I feel like those are the main categories of people.
You like go back to like the hospital that they volunteered at in high school and all that shit.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's that deep, but it's just like I don't want to be like 100 miles away from my parents or my girl or whatever the fuck, or my friends, whatever is important to them, you know.
Yeah.
I have an article for you. Also, we can record after this time, because I just realized we can literally just end the recording and then just make another one, and I could just splice the two together like it's nothing. But
Okay.
all right, I'll share my screen 1 sec.
Splice. I haven't heard that word since like term 1 of med school.
Really?
Like the spliceosome.
Oh yeah. Well,
Actor.
well,
Rich.
I'm a man who's got a fucking over a 240 now, so I'll use splice all I want. Yeah, okay. Actor Rich Rotella underwent a painful limb lengthening procedure to make him 3 inches taller.
Bro,
I feel like this is some shit you want to do. I think it literally is, right? Didn't you mention this?
Don't ask me why I know this, but I think I know the doctor
That performed it?
I don't know him, but the doctor is on TikTok. He's like massively advertising this surgery.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, it's like some DO guy in California.
I was disappointed at being passed over simply because I was a shorter guy, Rich Rotella says, of being rejected at auditions. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not just auditions, but there's probably something else going on here.
I mean,
Maybe rejections of another form.
Meetings in Hollywood.
Dude, how tall are you? I would I want the real take. Like I think I'm what, like 6 foot. So what is it like being I mean, how short are you? What's it like being a short king?
I am, according to my gym teacher from senior year of high school, I am 5 feet. Is it feet or foot? I am 5 feet, 5.5 inches.
Your immigrant is showing, dude.
I know that happens when I lie and when I get nervous.
You're 5 foot what?
5'5.5".
5'5.5". So you were technically taller than Rich Rotella. Because he was 5'5". He says casting directors told him he would make a great character actor, but he's too short to be a star.
No. I'm legally 5'6" because that's what my driver license says.
Dude, I fucking doubt that they really went up to him and were like, well, 5'5", you can't make it if only you're a few inches taller. Like maybe once or something, but I feel like it's not that a huge deal. It's probably the rest of his life that bothers him.
I'll tell you what, if I stand right beside him, I don't think you'll be able to tell who's taller.
Dude, here's the thing. I think who's the guy who just played in Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is like 5'5". Brad Pitt is short as fuck too. Like I feel like this guy is
I
don't know.
Honestly, how big? Can you scroll up? How big? Yeah, does he lift? Does he do anything?
You're like here on him. Oh no, you're here on him. Oh no, you're taller. I don't know, dude. It doesn't look like he lifts. Yeah, see, there's just a lot of other ways to make up for this. I don't know because here's the thing. It's not like an easy procedure where they just go do and your like legs are longer. They fucking do surgery on you. Oh, here he is. They break your fucking limbs. And first I think they have to go in there. So they have to cut the like tissue, the skin and muscle and stuff, break it, pull it out, and then let it grow, let it heal again, let the bone heal.
So this isn't actually the doctor I was talking about. There's a different
it's not?
one. This one looks like Palm Beach Health. That's in Florida. The guy I was talking about is in California, but this is how it works. You can actually do up to 6 inches. Because what they do is they cut through your femur and then they install a titanium rod.
Oof.
And then they have some sort of like, what do you call that? A sensor thing. And like they can expand that titanium rod up to 3 inches in each limb like on each femur, and then that expansion, like the bone will just start to form in between, like whatever gap that titanium rump open, and then they have to take it back out in a couple months later. So then they'll do that in the femur, but then they'll also do that in the tibia. So you can get up to you'll get 3 inches from the femur and then 3 inches from the tibia. And then he's looking at about a year.
A year of healing.
For like regular recovery. And, he's not going to be able to do any sports. The risks of him having a DVT are probably astronomical.
DVT is deep vein thrombosis, so it's like when it causes a clot in your legs and then it can go to your lungs and cause like a pulmonary embolism, or you can have a stroke if you have something in your heart, and
bro. And then, if you have like a freaking, what do you call that, like a ventral septal defect in the heart, if you have a hole in the heart, it'll like go up into
right. That's what I said.
and
But
stuff.
dude, if all this for 3 inches, bro, and that's not even to mention the cost. He's
not even gonna be able to make 6 feet. Like, is it worth it?
That's what you're wondering. Dude, the costs are, the surgical devices Paley developed cost about $15,000 each. That's just the price of the fucking thing. And there's no way this is fucking covered by insurance. Rich needed 2, one for each leg. All the hospital fees, including physical therapy, came out to an out-of-pocket expense of $100,000. Bro, how much is that per inch? That's over $300,000 per inch. That's crazy. Is that worth it, bro? $30,000 per inch.
Yeah, like 33 per inch.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, man. Like
that's wild. And all that healing and shit. Dude,
bro,
should I feel that thankful for being almost 6 feet?
You should.
Really? Okay.
But
Tell me. Preach.
I'm chilling. But I will say I'm a short king and I embrace it, and I'm not gonna say I'm happy about it, but I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
I still talk to women, and
yeah, we talked about it last episode. You do just fine. As long as you pretend to be a Mexican guy, at least.
Yeah, like if I really, what I would try to do about that, maybe I could try that my progeny, like they don't become as short, which I don't know how the heck I can control that, but if I end up with someone taller than me and we have kids, then maybe they'll have a better shot at it. But I'm chilling, bro. I don't think that I would for myself.
What if you didn't have any healing process, and that, you're gonna have money one day, right? And let's say I like guaranteed that, oh, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna have money one day. Would you do it for like $100,000 if there was zero healing process?
No, bro. I'll tell
You wouldn't.
You
Wow, tell me.
because I've been my size. When do you stop growing? Like at 16, 17?
Something like that.
Yeah, I would honestly go to Turkey and get a hair transplant.
Before you did that? Bro, you would get a hair transplant in Turkey before you got leg lengthening surgery?
I think so, man, because like I just recently started to lose my hair a couple of years ago versus I am the same size that I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like, you've already accepted the fact that you're not a tall boy.
Yeah, unless you can tell me that they've developed this in the next 30 years. And even then, like, what the fuck will I want to do that in 30 years? Like, I'll already be like a dad.
Yeah, it's already over with, right?
My chances of like reproducing will matter.
What if you could relive back to when you were 16 and then you grew 3 inches, but it costs $100,000? Would you do that?
Maybe, because I don't know what I do now about limbs and DVTs and like all these risks.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, I look back and it's like I'm chilling.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. That's interesting though, that like you're thinking like, yo, $100,000 if I could go back, maybe, that's crazy. Because like if you're, for instance, like at least me being almost 6 feet, or I guess 6 feet, like you don't think about it. Like I never think about height ever. It
Yeah.
never comes into my even when I look, unless I look at someone who's tall as fuck, like my buddy's like 6'8" or something, like he's 6'7". Like I
Yeah.
think, wow, he's really extra tall. I don't think like, oh, he's really tall. I wish I was tall like him, because it's like that's almost that's abnormal to me. You know what I mean? And like taller
Yeah.
than me, it seems like abnormal, which I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, my point being is like I don't think of height. Like it doesn't even occur to me.
Well, that's a good problem not to have.
Oh yeah,
Tell you
definitely.
that. And for what it's worth, it's not that I don't think of it. I obviously know that I'm shorter than a lot of my friends, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't affect me.
Do you
If
think
that
it
makes
has like?
sense.
Do you think it has like unconscious effects on you though?
Unconscious.
Yeah. Like
What do you mean?
let's say that you take one person, and he's 5'4", and you take another person and he's 6 foot. But you like take them through their whole life from birth to whatever. But that's like the height they grow to, but they're the same person otherwise. Everything about them was the same at birth, and they had the same like, upbringing, but they were different heights. Do you think that they will turn out differently as who they are because of like an unconscious?
Yeah, man, because they're not worrying about it all the time. Like the guy that's 6 foot, like he can like, what do you call that? FBGM, like fuck bitches get money. And then the other guy's probably gonna be like, oh shit, maybe she's not gonna like me because like I'm 5'5". Like that's definitely a
So
thing.
it does. So you think about it. It affects you.
Not as much as it did before.
Okay.
I feel like right now I've reached a level of maturity that it's like, I feel like that's true for a lot of different things. Like at our age, I don't think people, not that they don't care about height, like obviously they care about how high you are, but I don't think they place that much emphasis. They care more about, oh, you know what? Trevor's a doctor. He's going to be financially stable. He's funny.
Yeah, I think you're also looking at it two different ways though. Like, are we talking just like the average person who's trying to hang out with you? Or are we talking about like, bitches?
I mean, if they're trying to hang out with me, I don't care. But if it's like chances of reproducing, then yeah.
It's probably not helping
But
you.
like I said, I feel like women look for other things. It's like there's a saying that your looks get you to the door and then your charms get you to stay.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
I can get through the door. I feel.
I love that.
Like, so for what it's worth, I will say when I go to the gym and I see somebody shorter than me, like the pump just kicks in, like, bro.
You're like, that's right, little motherfucker.
Like, bro,
Fucking
I start
shorty
like,
pipsqueak.
I like challenge my PR and yeah, dude.
Oh, that's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah. Have you been watching anything on Netflix? Any hot picks from the boys, some professional boys?
I'll just give you one. The samurai documentary is pretty good if you're into those. I think it's called Age of Samurai, something like War in Japan or something. But anyway, it's just like the civil war that happened in Japan back in like their like medieval ages. It's pretty.
Bro, isn't that
pretty
shit
dope.
crazy? Like you're like at war with one of the like the
Tokugawa
tribe, like,
clan or whatever the fuck.
beside you, and then the solution is, you know what? I'm gonna give you my daughter as a hostage.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that shit's crazy.
you'll give me your mom. Like what? I vividly remember watching that documentary while we lived together.
Keep sweet, pray, and obey.
Dude, you don't have to do anything with the headphones. Just leave them normal.
Okay. It's called Keep Sweet, Pray, and Obey.
Okay, what is that
It's
about?
fucking insane. So there's this portion of the Mormon church that they are extremely fundamentalist. These are the polygamists. These are the guys that they marry their kids when they're 14. They don't talk, they don't like mingle outside of their clan. It's freaking insane. So
All good things.
yeah, Netflix decided to.
That's how I'm gonna run my family, I think, when I when I'm
Yeah.
becoming dad.
Hey man, fear is the strongest motivator. 100%. But yeah, so then they follow the documentary and how this guy in, I think it started in Utah.
Yeah.
So he just had his entire neighborhood, like he had like his own like police department, and it was this pastor. He was like monitoring everything. He was God, so like he was the Messiah, and he just told people that, you know, what he said, it was what God said. So he decides what ministers of his church will be married to whom, and then if somebody did anything that he disliked, he will banish them. He will banish like the men, for instance, and then his wives, because they're like 5+, and then all their children, they will go, for instance, from me to you. Like they're now your wives, they're now your children.
Damn, this sounds like a
And-
good gig.
And then it got to the point where he actually had to like kick out a lot of the young teen adolescents because I don't know if it was that it was a threat, but it's like you have all these young boys and he doesn't have use for them because he wants to marry the young girls
He's
to
just
the-
trying to get bitches.
to the old pastors and like to himself. Bro, he had like 72 wives.
Jesus. You can get
And then,
away with
like,
that shit.
So this is what, bro, I don't want to like
Don't
tell the
spoil.
entire, I don't want to spoil it, but so yeah, it revolves around the first couple of episodes, just like explains their way of life.
What's it called?
It's called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. It's on Netflix.
All right, I'll check it out.
And then like he will make all the women wear like pastel, which it's like, I don't know how to describe pastel, but it's like these dresses that they have like these soft hues of purple and pink and blue.
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah,
like
pastel colors. Yeah.
yeah, and then he will make all of them like have this specific it almost reminded me of North Korea and how
Oh,
everybody has
interesting.
a photo of like Kim Jong-un
Oh,
in their
yeah.
living room.
I would do
Same
that
thing,
too.
same thing with this guy. This guy will make them do the same thing, like a photo of him.
Damn. Bro, I feel like
so
if I was him though, wouldn't you just put all the girls in bikinis or something?
yeah, man, but one of them is more religious than the other. So then I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'll tell you. So the first 2 episodes, it's like explaining like their way of life. The next episode is the pastor dude,
How he like gains
kind of like
power.
getting under the radar of like child protective services.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the FBI. He ended up becoming one of the FBI's most wanted
Oh,
because
nice.
he was literally marrying 12-year-olds
Oh,
to
that's so gross. I was gonna say
Yeah.
I was about to use this as a more of as an instruction video than a documentary, but after that last
Yeah.
part, maybe I'll.
Yeah, man. So then they caught up to him. So then his solution to them, like, of him becoming under the radar was to like move to Texas and like establish his church and his little town there. And then after that, everything just went downhill for him.
Poor
Pretty
guy.
good. Yeah, it's 4 episodes of like 40 minutes each or so.
Nice.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, and then I got another one. You ever see Wild Wild Country on Netflix? Bro, check out that one next. It's the same vein. So it's like a cult thing that happens, and they move into Colorado into this like farming town, but they just it's like this whole hippie type thing, and it's crazy, bro. I mean, it sounds like your shit, but maybe even more on steroids.
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
crazy.
man, I'll look into it.
Definitely watch that one.
Yeah, so what I've been doing, I like go hard until 9 p.m. or so, and then when I'm all
That's how
tired,
it's
I
done.
like
Yeah. You go
watch some-
hard as shit, right? And then you like eat and chill when you're eating. That's what I try to do. And then go hard as shit again. But then when you're done, dude, for the day, you're done. Like you don't fuck around anymore. You don't review notes. Like I forget what time I was picking. I think it was just dinner time. And I think we did dinner at like 6:30 or 7, but I'd wake up earlier. And then we'd eat, bro. And I'm not doing shit at that time. I'm just tired as fuck. My mom literally a couple times she always says this, like, there was twice that you came upstairs and you were just shaking, like, which I don't remember this, but she says, and I would just be like put my head on the table.
Damn.
So if you're not doing that, then you're not going as hard as you possibly can, which is fucking insane in the first place. But yeah, then you just chill for the rest of the night, man. And I would either play video games or read a book or watch a show or whatever, you know.
Yeah, dude.
But try to work out a little something too. You got to go on a run or like you know, whatever you do for working out, yoga, fucking lifting weights, something, and try to do that almost each day. I really would say each day, but I guess you could do it a little less if you want. Like I would, when I was in my like zone after I like burned out at first, then I started to run at the like end of each night, and that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I do go to the gym because it's not too far. But then like some days, like today, I was like, oh, I got the pod going tonight, so I probably won't do the gym. I try, and then I got salsa once a week, and that's also like a hit or miss.
Is there cute girls at the salsa class? Why do you do that?
So you remember how I told you that my aunt had an intervention with me, and she was like,
Oh yeah, you like,
"Hey, what the fuck? Like, why haven't you
like,
brought a girl home?"
My love, you need to get bitches.
Yeah, like you need to like procreate, you
You
know.
need to split some thighs. You need to start blowing. She's like, look, Dr. Gabriel, my boy, you need to blow some backs out. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah. So my family's response to that ordeal, it's let's put him in salsa classes. That way he can like go clubbing, and I honestly wish I was lying.
So okay, so there's strategies to put you in salsa classes, then you can go clubbing, like to like, you know, like like Latino like clubs and do salsa dancing. Oh, okay.
Exactly. So I can like, because that's at least here in Miami.
I like Latina. Should I do that and then just be the one white dude crushing at the Latina club?
I will tell you, if you can like pull some basic salsa moves, you will get
really
so many bitches.
Oh
my
dude,
God,
I'm writing it down.
They'll just like keep coming. Yeah.
The one girl that I was seeing, she was just started to teach me a little bit.
The Venezuelan one?
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, dude. But bro, they see like a non-Hispanic guy doing that.
Oh, they'd be all over it, huh?
Bro, they jump all over his dick.
All right, let's go.
At that point, it's like, well, this guy like branched out enough to like care about our culture and what we. I mean, it's not like salsa is purely Hispanic. It is a lot.
Well, yeah, isn't it like it's like, oh, this exotic guy who I felt like I had nothing in touch with before is now doing something that's so like, yeah, like close to home. It's like, now I fucking want him. That's like that kind of thing.
Dude, it goes back to the same thing about getting you through the door and then letting you stay. Like, it's a way to get through the door. Like, all of a sudden you see this guy dancing and you guys click and you dance together. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I like how he like turns me and yeah.
I consider it done. Oh, I'm on it.
100%. Oh, and make sure that if you do it somehow end up doing salsa classes, make sure you do on-two style, because there's like a whole bunch of like salsa styles, but that's on-two. Salsa on-two is the most popular one, the one that people most know how to dance the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know. So if anyone's interested in girls who listen to this podcast, there you go. Though there's probably a few. How's it working out for you? You find any hoes at the salsa dancing thing?
I haven't gone clubbing, dude.
What about at the actual lessons?
Nah, man, it's just a whole bunch of old people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
That's
if you go to the clubs, that's where you see the babe.
I'm just gonna have some girl teach me then. Like I'll just find like a whatever, some Hispanic girl, and then have them teach you.
Yeah, that works. But I'm telling you, man, if you know how to turn them and like flip and
oh shit, all right,
do all those
I'm
things,
about to learn, son.
They will literally get aroused. Like,
wait, did I say the other guy who does this podcast real name during this? I just realized that I might have, like way earlier and like near the beginning.
There's another guy that has. Oh, Ken?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Fuck. I might have to
No.
check now though. That's so annoying.
Don't you usually check?
Not every pod. Like, why would I do that? Why would I go through every single word we say? Because I'm like, we need to get it down where
No.
it doesn't happen.
I'll do it.
Anyway,
But
you'll do it.
I mean, I usually listen to them.
All right, just listen to this one and let me know. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Anyway, that's it. That's all we got. I'll splice these together. And yeah,
Let's
cool,
go.
man. Hit us up at thatisunprofessional@gmail.com. Thatisunprofessional@gmail.com. We or we still have like a decent amount of people who listen, but I haven't like tried to push the pod on anything lately, or like, you know, have a lot of special guests or anything. So the numbers have not increased over the last.
It's okay,
little
man.
bit,
That's why you bring me in. I got you.
to pull in the numbers, to pull in
Yeah.
the big swinging dick numbers. Yeah, man, that's why you're here. But yeah, hit us up, and that's all we got for you today. And give us one word or phrase, Dr. Gabriel, to take us out of this pod, and then no more words after it. We'll just end it like that.
Okay. When you are desperate that things don't go the way you want them to, and you're watching at a clock, stop looking at it and do what he does. Move the fuck up. I stole that. I don't know from whom, but did that work?
Boom.